And so, what about your experience as someone on the outside looking at someone else's hypnosis experience? And so, what has that been like?
Having my daughter go through hypnosis has been pretty enlightening. I have noticed big differences in her ability to control herself. She's not getting triggered as often. And it was honestly a little scary at first, if I'm being completely honest, because she seemed so different at first. And I worried, has this experience kind of stripped away who she is as a person just because the difference felt like night and day. But as the days went on after the session, I found that she very much is the same person that she always was, just with a lot more peace and calm and fewer triggers. And then what's been difficult for me as the parent is then going back and looking into myself and saying, okay, this person has changed. They are changing their behaviors, and I need to reset my nervous system to expect that change. Because I'm still in a state where I'm expecting triggers and I'm expecting the old behavior, but it's not happening. And so I am in a state now where I'm trying to figure out what that means for me, how that impacts our relationship, and what I need to do differently and how I need to think differently to show up in this relationship.
Yeah, and so how long did it take for y'all's dynamic to come to this point? So I know we haven't worked together for very long. And so I'm more curious about your interpretation of just like the quickness of how everything has unfolded.
I would say that everything happened really quickly. The changes were immediate. Especially compared to our experience with talk therapy, the change is instant. As soon as that session ends, that change exists. And then the time after is just that adjustment period to, am I okay? Am I different? Am I feeling good? Are you feeling good? And so the adjustment period is still ongoing, I think, for us as we are, exploring these really relaxed nervous systems that we have now. But it's maybe feels a little confusing at times just because of the newness of it. But through conversations and lots of check-ins with each other to say, okay, are you still feeling as good as you felt after that session? Yes. Okay. Great. And just having other conversations about, okay, where do we go from here? Is there something else that we want to explore with hypnosis? Just having those conversations and check-ins makes it easier to progress even faster through the exploration phase.
Yeah, and then I think my last question would be, has you and your daughter's dynamic shifted since hypnosis? And if it has, how so?
I was going to say, yes, our dynamic has shifted since having a few sessions of hypnotherapy between us both. We have still had some moments where we're misunderstanding each other, and maybe there's a new trigger that has popped up that we haven't seen before, and that's something that we want to continue to explore later. But in general, we are handling those situations so much more calmly, and we're able to have conversations and get through the issue rather than just both being in an elevated state and building upon each other and then creating a full-blown argument. We're able to just pause for a moment and let's talk through, what are you feeling? What am I feeling? Where are we feeling it? Where's it coming from? Okay, now let's move forward with the resolution. So it's been a lot quieter in our home.